This is the final part of the series. About a week ago, we started a new 6-part series. Part 1 was attackers, so strikers and wingers. Part 2 was cams, central attacking midfielders. Part 3 was midfielders, so centre mids and CDMs. Part 4 was right back and left backs, and part 5 was centre backs, which of course leaves us with part number 6, the final of the series. We will do the series all again. We'll probably make it an 8 or 9 part series next time and do left back separate to right back, strikers separate to wingers, so on and so forth. But we'll probably touch on this again in about a month and a half to 2 months when there is a whole shift in the power curve. Today, of course, you guessed it, we are left with the goalkeepers. If you're wanting to upgrade your team and afford the best players on the game, head on over to u7buy.com for the cheapest coins available, and make sure to add a discount and use my discount code Davis at checkout or 8% off your order. Links are in the description or the pinned comment down below. I think this list will probably be the one that most people disagree with in a sense. Now, I'll be ranking this based off of some important things. First of all, for me, reactions is a pretty important stat for a goalkeeper. Sometimes keepers' reactions are really poor and they don't play great in game. You can see it on Footbin. It's not an in-game stat, like you can't see it on FC25, but on Footbin you can see the reactions. And also the new addition of playstyle pluses is really important. Especially say Martinez, for example. Footwork and rush out for me are the two best playstyle pluses. So when it comes to personal experience, I've used a few keepers on this list, but lots of it would be playstyle pluses, reactions. Stats, in my opinion, are pretty irrelevant for a goalkeeper. And also my experience playing all of these players, because I think I've probably played, at least one team, with at least one player with one of these keepers. So I probably played most of these keepers against them in champs or rivals, etc. Best in the game tier at the top, S+, S, A++, and A+. So starting off, Emi Martinez for me, as I said, I did end up packing him, and yeah, he's been really great. What I love about him, and it's a lot easier to rank goalkeepers this FIFA or this FC than it was in previous ones because of the new addition of playstyles. Rushes out for me, the best playstyle plus to have. Basically, they just rush out quicker. So, if your opponent's through on goal, you rush out by pressing triangle on PlayStation, or Y if you're on Xbox, he'll rush out quicker. But not only the rush out playstyle plus, also the mixture of the footwork. So when you're rushing out, if he does get the shot, just to the side, then Emi Martinez can use that footwork playstyle plus where he will save it with his feet. The definition of it is performs feet saves with further reach. So yeah, the reach mixed with rushing out, the perfect combination. And yeah, for me, Emi Martinez goes into the best in the game tier. Casillas, I want to have in the S+ tier, the tier just below Emi Martinez. Now, I do like him quite a bit for the sense he's got the footwork playstyle plus as well. He's also got the rush out regular playstyle. He's got the far reach playstyle plus, which can, in a sense, compensate for his 6'1". It means when he's diving, he can kind of, dive and kind of catch the ball. He can reach further, which means he can, catch the ball easier, which does make up as a perfect playstyle plus you want for a shorter keeper, because in a sense it kind of compensates for that. And 6'1" isn't incredibly short, but for me 6'3", 6'4" is ideal for your keepers. 89 reactions as well. I do like him. I think as an SBC price, he's one that you would have got done during Team of the Year. I wouldn't go and complete him now with 340k worth of fodder, but during Team of the Year, maybe you crafted him. I know many people did. For me, he's S+. I struggle against him. I'm not a fan whenever I play him, but yeah, if he was a little bit taller, then I'd be happy to have him in the best in the game category. Berger next up, I'm putting her into the S tier, or might be Berger. It might be how you pronounce it. I'm having her in the S tier. I may even bump her down. I think the one annoying thing, she is 5'11", but that's even shorter, but she does have that far reach. So I think in terms of Casillas, comparing to Casillas, she does have rush out and footwork regular. She does have cross claimer, which as well can help with her height. So she can, come out for crosses easier and probably jump higher and get, I'm not sure the exact definition for that. But fire reach and cross claimer can compensate. And I can see why EA gave her that to compensate for the 5'11" a little bit. Only 82 reactions though. Look, I think S tier, maybe even A++ for her. Once again, that's a couple inches taller than Casillas, but I also think the playstyle plus of footwork and far reach is better than cross claimer and far reach. I don't quite think you need both. Although, as I said, cross claimer is a good one to have for her being 5'11". I just think 82 reactions could be pretty higher. especially at 5'11", you'd expect your reactions to be a bit higher. So for me, A++. 93 Yashin S+, and I want to put the 92 Yashin into the S. Once again, the exact same playstyle pluses as Berger. I would have absolutely loved something like a footwork or something with Yashin, but still, yeah, I'll put his 93 into the S+. For me, not enough to be in the best in the game category with Emi Martinez. In fact, Emi Martinez may even be just the only one in the best in the game. We'll have to wait and see. Then a 92 Yashin, for me, a step down from his 93. 92 Angera, now, or it might be Angera, I'm not too sure on that one. I'm going to put her in the lowest tier for now at A+, but we may just be generous and bump her up. She's only 5'9". 93 reactions is absolutely phenomenal, but with only one far reach. Like, far reach is good. She does have a regular cross claimer, so you'll notice the shorter keepers, like say Berger, Angera, they have the far reach and cross claimer because EA want to compensate for that a little bit, but still 5'9" for me, that's just pushing it, man. That's just pushing it. Also, not even a regular goalkeeper player role, so you're forced to use her as a sweeper keeper, which isn't bad, it's not bad, but some people just prefer goalkeepers. For me, I'd rather Berger, so she's into the A+. Both Buffons, I'm happy to have both Buffons in either the S tier or both in the S+. I know for sure they're both going into the same tier because you're really going to struggle to find a difference between them in game. His 91 has a far reach playstyle plus, his 87 has a far reach playstyle plus. Only one playstyle is a little bit annoying, and then otherwise it's just +1s and +2s. I've already looked at this, they both have 88 reactions as well. So they are genuinely so similar. You will not notice much of a difference whatsoever. I think comparing to Casillas and Yashin, they got the 2 playstyle pluses. So for me, I think them being on the same tier as Yashin in the S tier, I'm happy with both Buffons in the S tier. I think that makes the most sense. Alisson's 91 rated card here. Now, this one, the playstyle plus is Deflector, which I believe, and I will get a definition up shortly just to, you know, double check, but I'm pretty sure the Deflector is when they take a shot at the keeper and the keeper kind of bumps it out to the side or saves it and pushes it to the side. They basically deflect it in a sense into a less dangerous area, which means it's a really handy playstyle plus because it will avoid rebounds. For example, if someone takes a shot at your keeper would sometimes save it and they'd, like, you know, push it back out to your opponent, and then he'll score a scrappy rebound or tap in. So this deflector playstyle plus, if I remember correctly, essentially stops those scrappy rebounds. He's also got footwork and rush out regular playstyles. He's 6'4", 87 reactions. For me, although one playstyle plus, he does enough to go into the S+ tier based on how I think the Deflector is a really underrated playstyle plus, and unlike Buffon, he's also got 4 regular playstyles, 2 of which being rush out and footwork. So great playstyles on Alisson. I'm pretty sure my Nan might have had it as well, and I actually used this card. And if so, it is what I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, it is a playstyle plus I'm thinking then. So yeah, going back to what I said, I think a very helpful playstyle plus. And whilst we're looking at my Nyan, we may as well do this card as well. He is 6'3", so 1 inch shorter than Alisson, a little bit less reactions. He's also got rush out, he's also got footwork. I genuinely think, I mean, stats really don't matter too much for a keeper. And they both have 4 playstyles, they both have the same playstyle plus. He's an inch shorter, Alisson's got a little bit more reactions. I think Nyan staying in the S tier is fine, but he's very, very close to Alisson. So you can either say Alisson is really lower end S+, or Nyan is higher end S tier if we were doing this tier list in order. So yeah, same playstyle plus, same playstyles, but it really comes down to, I mean, I guess Alisson's an inch taller, and I think Alisson may have 4 more reactions. Nyan's got 85, he's got 2 more reactions, so look, I mean, it's up to you. I definitely wouldn't mind if you want to have Nyan on the same tier as him, but we will just have, maybe he's just borderline into the S tier with the Buffon, Yashin, etc. 90 rated Donnarumma is the same tier as Nyan. I think he's very, very comparable to Nyan. A couple of inches shorter, a couple of inches taller. Donnarumma's a couple inches taller than Nyan. I'm pretty sure he's got maybe 1 less reactions, but otherwise he's also got the rush out and footwork regular playstyle with the deflector playstyle pluses. Courtois, I'm happy to have into the S tier as well. This Courtois card, if we can find him, no we cannot, we searched him, but he mustn't be here now. Courtois is, man, can I please type? Thank you very much. Courtois coming in at about 90,000 coins. Now he is 6'7", and 88 reactions crossed with 6'7" is nuts. With rushes out as well, I actually want to move Courtois up to S+, and the reason behind that is it's pretty rare to find such a tall goalkeeper, 200 centimeters tall. 6'7", but also having high reactions. Often the taller the keeper, the lower your reactions will be. So the fact he's got 88 reactions and 6'7" is absolutely nuts. And also that rushes out. So rushing out with a Courtois, he may only have 48 speed, but with rushes out, it will feel even quicker than actual 48 speed. But he's also such a big body frame. Yeah, I like him a lot. Cross claimer, so 6'7" cross claimer. You'll be liking to, you'll be wanting to think you will not be conceding any crosses to him. In someone like Courtois' case, I'd be pretty confident in saying even use him as a sweeper keeper. For me, he's into the S+ tier. 90 rated Casillas. 90 rated Casillas is a big jump down from his 93. He does have a footwork playstyle plus, but no cross claimer, and I'm going to have him in the same tier as Berger in the A++. We got 90 rated Trap, 90 rated Pickford, and 90 rated Alex Ramiro. A far throw on Ramiro, a long ball plus, not even a goalkeeper playstyling plus on Pickford, and a footwork playstyle plus on Trap. For me, I got Trap in the S tier. I don't mind Trap with his footwork playstyle plus 6'2", 83 reactions is acceptable. He's also got the rush out regular playstyle. The reason I have both Pickford and Ramiro in the tier below, first of all, of their reactions really disappointing at 6'1", which isn't massively tall like Casillas, for example. Pickford only has 77 reactions. Now, he does have a footwork and rush out regular playstyle, which does do him some justice, but a long ball playstyle plus would have been nice. If they want to give him a long ball playstyle plus, sure, but it would have been nice to also give him a goalkeeper playstyle plus with it on a numero foot. I'm pretty sure they may have been doing 2 playstyle pluses in. Alex Ramiro, once again, he's also got footwork, but I do think far throw is kind of iffy, and he's also 6'4" and only 79 reactions. So I think Pickford and Ramiro, the reactions may be letting them down a little bit, and also Pickford 6'1" like Casillas, and yeah, I think the A++ for those two. Tim Howard, I would say A++, but I may bump him up to S, just because I know, to be fair, I say I know he's really good in game. From my experience, I always struggle against him. With a footwork, rushes out, 6'3" with 83 reactions. You can play him as a goalkeeper plus or a regular sweeper keeper, a deflector regular play style as well. I'm going to keep him in the A++ tier. Once again, A++ doesn't mean they're bad cards. I think 90 Casillas would be decent. I think 94 Berger would be decent. Same with Pickford Ramiro. I just don't think they're as good as the S tier cards. With Courtois, his 90 and 89, I'm still putting his 89 in the S tier. Look, I think you could even make it, you know what, nah, I'm putting him in the S+ as well. It's genuinely just like Buffon. You really will not notice a difference. You're basically paying 70,000 coins for a dynamic image and a card design, which, hey, I get it. Trust me, I get it. But they've both got the exact same playstyle plus, the exact same 2 regular playstyles. Otherwise, it is literally just +1s and +2s, which I promise you guys will not notice a difference whatsoever. His 89 you do have to play as a sweeper keeper, whereas this one has a goalkeeper, but I think a sweeper keeper makes the most sense for a Courtois anyway, so you're just not going to notice a difference. Like Buffon, for me, both S+ tier. I think someone like Buffon would have been S+ for me if he had like a footwork or a deflector or a rushes out playstyle plus to go with his cross claimer. Donnarumma, sorry, A++, I'll have him in the tier below. I think the cutoff between, say, Donnarumma, for example, and his 90 rated card is the playstyle. So his 90 rated has a footwork, cross claimer, and a rushes out. So he's got 3 playstyles, a deflector plus, he's only got the footwork, so he's missing that rushes out, which for me puts him in the tier below. Ter Stegen as well, A++ tier. Look, I love the footwork and rush out combination. In fact, I might bump him up even. I might bump him up. 85 reactions, 6'2", but the footwork and rushes out combination I do like quite a bit. I think I'll keep him. I'll have him in the A. I'll keep him in the A++ tier. Alisson, on the other hand, Alisson for me, I'd be happy to say he's S tier. Comparing him to his 91, there is +2s and +3s on the board. He's also got rush out, and I believe the 91 may actually have footwork. The 91 does have footwork. So, you know, there is a jump down. They're both 6'4", obviously he's not changed height. He's also got 87 reactions, so the reactions is the same. But I do think you will notice a difference with the 91, especially with the footwork. But I think the fact that this one also has a rush out regular has me happy to put 89 Alisson in the S tier, but I'll put him in the tier below from his 91 rated. Peter Schmeichel, Peter Schmeichel, I'd say S tier. Now, although he's got a far throw playstyle plus, which definitely isn't great, I do think he's closer to S tier than A++, for the simple fact, if I remember correctly, he's got great reactions for his height. He's 6'4", yeah, 86 reactions is just proper respectable, but he's also got that footwork and rush out playstyle plus combination. 89 Van der Sar into the S+ tier, whilst his 88 will go into the S tier. They've both got rushes out, but if you look at the regular play styles, it is a pretty big difference between the 89 and the 88, so it is the jump down. But Van der Sar is kind of always known for just being really great in game. 6'6", 82 reactions. His Thunderstruck, once again, no reactions boost, but still that playstyle's difference has him in a higher tier. Corbell, I'd say S tier. I think he's a lot taller than I expected. I think he's 6'5", in fact, which is really nice. The rush is out, the footwork is nice. He has got no, he does have a deflector as well, which is awesome. 86 reactions and 6'5". Hey man, that Corbell's really nice. I would say, if I had more experience with him, I'd actually even say he could look like, you can make a debate for the S+ tier, but as I said, I just don't quite have enough experience with Corbell, and he's one of them that I've not played too much as well myself. Peter Cech, sorry, I was going to call him Peter Cech, is 89 rated, has cross-claimer, far reach, the far throw is the second playstyle plus, 6'5" with 80 reactions. Now, if you remember those playstyles, far reach, cross-claimer, so he is missing far reach and cross claimer on his regular one, right? He's got far throw, yeah, he's got no far reach and cross claimer, which I think kind of just, the fact is, 6'5", right? 89 reactions is great. This one I assume is also, yeah, they don't really seem to upgrade their reactions. Both got deflector plus, which is good, but for me, 89 Peter Cech into the S+, 88 into the S tier. I think the fact that Casillas has got a footwork as well, I think we were being a bit too harsh on him, so we'll put him into the S tier. Look, he may only be 6'1", which I'm a little bit, it's a bit iffy, but I think the fact that he has a footwork is fine, and he also does have a fire reach to kind of compensate, so we'll bump him up to the S tier, but yeah, definitely not on the same tier as his S+, especially if you compare the playstyle pluses that his S tier card has compared to the S+. Big jump down. Edison and De Gea both into the A++ for me. I think Edison, the long ball plus is kind of cool and unique for a keeper, but at the same time, it can be good, if you're playing from the back and over the top to your winger. It's not as OP. It used to be really overpowered playing it back and a long ball over the top to your wingers or your striker getting in behind, triggering the run, but they have patched it, and they patched it a while ago, so you can't score too many cheesy goals with it. It's not an absolute waste, and the same goes for Pickford, but I just think it's, you're at this stage of the game, you kind of maybe want a goalkeeping playstyle plus. As for De Gea, I think with deflector, maybe even a little bit too harsh. A footwork and a deflector plus, 84 reactions at 6'3". Look, he could actually, we can jump De Gea up into the S tier. This new Chevalier, I probably butchered that one, but he is a Future Stars French goalkeeper from Lille. A rush out playstyle plus with a footwork, deflector regular, far throw and far reach. He's 6'2" with only 79 reactions. Come on, guys. Feels so close. I'm not going to put him into the A+. We will have him in the A++. Yeah, I'll say A+++. The A+. Rushes out is fantastic. Yeah, deflector's fantastic, footwork is fantastic, but a little bit more reactions and even a little bit taller, and then we could have been talking a higher tier. This card here was once again kind of just a filler card. This Kater Cole card, look, you guys only need to know two things with her. Number one, she's 5'7", and number two, only 78 reactions. So she's gonna react yesterday, and she is also only 5'7". So yeah. It's good luck with that one. It's literally like putting Lionel Messi in goal. I don't even know why I included her. I was feeling generous. We'll do Dudek's card first, and then we'll end with the newest promo card in 88 rated Vicario. Base Dudek, who was actually yet to have a promo, which is surprising because I feel like usually he does have a promo. 6'1" with 84 reactions. He does have a rush out plus and a deflector. Look, that's fine, that's decent. For me, not enough to put him into the S tier, but I'm content with having him in the A++. Yeah, good playstyle plus, but otherwise 6'1", iffy in my opinion. And then we are ending it with Vicario, who's the newest promo card. A bit surprised they didn't want to give him two playstyle pluses. 6'4" with 82 reactions, respectable. Footwork playstyle plus, rushes out is nice, deflector is nice, some great playstyles. For me, Vicario does enough to make it into the S tier. Now, we've got the final tier list here. Is there anything I would like to change? Honestly, I don't think there is. I don't think there is. We've only got one in the best in the game, and for me that's Emi Martinez. I think the fact that his two playstyle pluses are not only fantastic, but they also complement each other very, very well. We touched on it earlier, I'll touch on it again. He's also got the regular deflector, so I'd say footwork, rush out, and deflector are the three best goalkeeper playstyle pluses to have. Two of those he has as a plus, and the other one he also has as a regular. He's 6'5", which is awesome. 84 reactions, respectable. It's just tick after tick after tick. I use him in game, he's great. And yeah, as I said, the mixture of rushes out and footwork, they complement each other in the sense that you can rush out and the footwork is kind of your backup. So you rush out, and if you don't get the ball or parry the ball, and they do get the shot away, he will save quite a few of those instances with his footwork. So they complement each other. You rush out, but the footwork is also there as a backup, and I like it a lot. I think Alisson is lower end S plus or higher end S tier. You can make that debate. The S tier, you've got lots of the icons, like I've got the Buffon in there, Yashin, Schmeichel, Van der Sar, the new Vicario. I think De Gea looks really nice with that deflector plus. Courtois, I think, looks really underrated if you need some Bundesliga links. The A++ is kind of a category of, but still decent, but there's some issues wrong with them. For me, Berger being 5'11" could be a little bit taller. Pickford and Ramiro, both with iffy playstyle pluses, and also their reactions aren't great. Tim Howard, not bad. I think a little bit on the outdated side, and you can say the same about Donnarumma and Ter Stegen's gold cards. Ederson, I think playstyle plus is iffy. A goalkeeper playstyle plus would have been quite appreciated. Chevalier, the reactions could be higher. Dudek, very outdated, and also only 2 playstyles, right? A+ tier is Andrea. Just not great, not great. And then Catacol, without a doubt, is the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. Certainly for the fact 5'7" with poor reactions. Let me know what you guys agree and disagree with. I'm sure there'll be some people saying, Casillas is really bad for me. Yeah, that's how goalkeepers work. It's really inconsistent, but for me, in my experience, going off of stats, reactions, playstyle pluses, my personal experience, anything and everything that I can use to rate goalkeepers, in my opinion, the hardest position to rank on FC25, this is the list that we have come up with. I'll see you all in the next one.